All right. For those of you who are wondering whether or not we were going to be live today, absolutely. I'm just leaving out of the back of our...
Unsuspicious in progress. Second-hand information.
8296.
8296.
Out of our law enforcement center. And I hope everyone has had a chance to relax and spend some time with their family or loved ones this weekend.
50s, long hair, cold black with a brown backpack.
It's a beautiful day, and we actually had a nice weekend for a change, which is
I'm on Marion and Como.
a little different.
I believe I'm behind the door. Charlie, Golf, Papa, 718.
St. Paul's behind a stolen car here, and we're not too far off, so we're gonna head that way. Marion and Como. Turn the sound up here.
Did the car come back stolen? I'm running it now. Bye-bye.
In 242, disregard.
Copy. Doing. That's affirmed 232. It is confirmed it is stolen. It's going to be a Hyundai Elantra, gray in color.
Alright, so we're looking for a Hyundai Elantra gray.
They pulled up into the gas station here, and I'm at the stoplight. I don't know where it's going. I think it's making for it goes in the lot. Copy. Working header.
Sounds like it pulled into a gas station. I'm hoping.
Pulling up. This guy is highly agitated.
Copy. Pulling up. Heavily agitated. 232. He's stopped at the pump. Headed parked northbound. Stopped at the pump. Parked northbound. Code 141, 147.
141. 147.
AMA 16 Snelling Avenue. As a holiday, there's a slumper in a Chevy Avalanche blue.
141, copy. 147, copy.
1401.
Which pumps he's talking about. Am I missing something? Am I... Okay.
Looking for spots to break. 600 Snelling is systematic for the slumper.
Are you going to pull in from this way? Okay.
Two, 232. I have some county cars here with me. I did not see if anybody came out of the vehicle, but parked northbound in lane or pump 2. Copy. 1402.
250, I guess this guy ran westbound, and he's wearing all black and has a backpack.
Copy. Ran northbound? All black, has a backpack.
Well,
Copy westbound, sorry about that. 1403.
So the stolen car is that Hyundai right there.
331.
At the pump on the
331.
left.
In regards to that animal complaint, is the healthcare worker just thinking they're possibly dead? Because we're not going to go in there and search to see if the cats are dead in the house. So if you can find that out, that'd be great.
Did you see anyone?
I'll be able to.
I didn't see anyone when I went by.
So when you drove by?
Yeah, when I drove by on the front side. Was that other call, was the blackmail running a different call?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know that.
Metro 2440 cars in the Stacy area. Information on the driving complaint northbound 35 above the path Stacy for a white Volvo semi. Yellow Tom Boy 6319. Sorting over the lane of fog line. The driver's looking down on his cell phone.
We're just waiting for another
141, you can get informatics.
car to come up before we
Copy. Kids,
pull up there.
That's 232. 232. Got squads in the area. I'm going to light it up. I haven't seen anybody come from 7225 transport. 7225, go ahead. Adult male to Hennepin County Jail. Starting is
So she's going to move in, and then we're not sure if anyone's in there. It doesn't appear like there is anyone inside.
You could. Copy on occupied at 1405. Well, feel free to. I'm going to check video footage just quick. Copy, checking video footage, 1405.
There's a gray Dodge Charger that just took off towards Western and Como from the back of the tobacco shop.
Copy, gray Dodge Charger that took off.
It was on the sidewalk.
Copy, gray Dodge Charger took off from the back of the tobacco shop, wasn't male.
Heading towards Thomas and Marion.
Copy, 10-2, one running, heading toward Thomas and Marion.
All right, this car was unoccupied, but a kid just ran away. Sounds like he
Just gonna
may
keep
have...
going westbound until Ramsey County's up chasing them.
Copy, county squads are chasing him.
No, we're not.
It's a black male wearing white shirts and a black t-shirt.
Copy, black shirt, black t-shirt, black male.
It's in the middle of the park.
Middle of the park, what do you think? Three for one, code 4. Copy, code 4.
He's running back south on Marion here. Looks like they're taking him into custody right now. Marion and Thomas. So it's not related to the car that took off.
Copy, take him into custody at Marion and Thomas. Okay.
239, code 4, 1 in custody.
Copy, code 4, one in custody.
2263.
2263.
Change you to a juvenile instead. There's all the
1408. 4 428. 2263. That's going to be at the emergency room at 1159 County Road E, Echo, Vegas Heights, for a 911 hang-up. We have a child caller playing on the phone and disconnected while my TC said that officers were going to come out.
Copy.
1408. And 2263, I received a request to cancel. You can be clear.
Copy.
1409. The male seen leaving that car is a black t-shirt with some prints in the front, light blue jean shorts, looks like a senior black male. Black male, black shirt, jean shorts. 1409.
Yeah, he's in custody over here, guys. Can you ID him from the video then? You want to come over and take a look?
Yep, 232 will be over shortly.
Do we have any outstanding vehicles at this time?
And Thomas? I don't think that vehicle was related. It just was in the area at the time of all this, so we're good. And if you had a 10-2, clear all that.
Copy, clear in the air at 1410.
Then you had a boss for RA, correct?
Confirm 204 is en route.
Thank you.
I'll go 1410.
Plus 232, keep number please.
232, your case number is 092187.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, 1411.
Three, 2267.
Six three, go for both.
You say 67. It's going to be the Lake Air Meadows, 1380 County Road E, Echo, Vegas Heights. Audible alarm covers for eastbound due to plant doors.
6-3, squad, copy.
1412. 5281 and 5283.
5281. 5283.
The Speedway at 2785 Hamlin Avenue North for DOC. The party's refusing to leave. They're requesting to have a trespass. Black male in his 40s, 5'10", wearing a blue shirt, black pants. He's not violent and there's no weapon.
5281, copy. 5283, copy.
1413.
2265.
Code 154. 147.
2007, checking your status.
1147.
Tony 07, checking your status. On county.
Motorcycle. Medic.
2260.
$22.60.
2260, give me a phone call, please, at council number 4.
Did you say 60 or 63?
I'm looking for 2260.
60, copy.
1414.
5281 area.
Proceed 1414.
$52.83, same traffic.
1414.
Go ahead.
Can you check 2007 status?
He's good. We're all good here.
Copy code 4, 1415.
That's right. 42 331.
Copy 1415.
$52.83. Can you add John Mary X-ray 268?
See 1415.
Squad 154.
154.
Next squad coming into the area. I'm going to need traffic diverted away from Uni-Lex from eastbound University. If somebody can go back to maybe Briggs or Dunlap, start turning people.
All right. Sorry I left you hanging there, but had to get some info
60. I was able to get a hold of St. Paul
for the report. So,
they're saying that they're both for all fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 1415.
Squad 154, please add Minnesota plate Hotel Uniform Lima 032 to the call. Second vehicle motorcycle is going to be Minnesota plate 8423.
so what happened was this young man, he's 14 years old. He was in that stolen car. The St. Paul officer, I don't know her name, but she saw the car, and as she turned around, he got out of the car apparently and went into the store, and she didn't see him, so we were kind of waiting for the to see whether or not he came out of the store, and they were going to check the video. Then he came out, and an officer, state trooper who was here, saw us tried to ask him a question, and he took off running and fled from the officers.
Is there
And
a Union Dunlap to divert traffic?
ran, and we chased him down. Oh, hold on just a minute. Hey, Troy.
Hey, did you get swatted down there?
Hold on just a second.
What was that?
Hold on, I'm live on patrol, so I just had. Hold on just a sec. I gotta mute it here. All right, we're back. Sorry I had to mute you for a second. Apparently some of you were worried about me and thought that I crashed. I actually pulled up on the curb to cut the kid off that was running, and then I bailed out of the car and helped with tackling him down, and getting him into custody. But it was a 14-year-old kid, and he admitted to being in the stolen car, and so he'll be going down to the JDC. I'm gonna head back over to where he dumped the car at the club holiday. But I appreciate everyone who thought I died or had a heart attack or
Is everything shut down?
hold on just a second. The female officer just pulled up here to the scene, so I'm gonna get out real quick and talk to her and let you know what's going on.
Hey Maddie, I think the big rig is going to be leaving soon too, so.
Copy.
What's all advice?
Jumped on your
You jumped on mine? Okay.
So let me
Well, if
see.
you create one, yeah, you let me know.
Let me see here.
I mean, thanks for being so near.
Oh, no problem.
I'm gonna turn off them. Because I'm like, I saw my St. Paul squad sign on to the call, but I'm like, where are they?
Yeah, and I pulled in figuring there'd be like 10 cars in there.
Yeah.
So,
If you get one later, you can just shoot me a message.
okay, yeah,
I'm
I'll do that.
232.
232.
Yes.
All right, I think I'm going to have to sign on and get a
No worries.
separate one.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Good job.
230 sister 42.
All right, so that was the female officer from St. Paul, and she's someone I've never met before, I don't think. So, but anyway, she came over. She went inside the store at Club Holiday there, the Holiday on Rice and Penn, and got the video, and sure enough, it was the young man that we chased and got running on foot. And there is some hope in this situation, in that he asked that we not bring him home because his mom's going to be very mad at him. And so hopefully this is an opportunity for Mom to help him out and get him back on the right track, and we will do what we can to assist in that.
Clear the alarm and I'll start with Carlson.
So I'm gonna go back to where the car was, and just so you can see the car if you didn't get a good look. When I drove by, I didn't see anyone in there, and then I saw the officer sitting back, so I thought, well, maybe she's waiting for him to come back to the car. But then she asked me if I saw anyone in the car, and I said no, and so that's why we decided to pull up there. And that's when the kid came out and took off running. So great work, cooperative work by St. Paul PD and State Patrol, and then of course I was there. So fortunately we were able to get this young man into custody without anybody getting hurt, and get the car back. It's, other than having a broken window, it didn't look like it was in too bad a shape. There it is right there. I'm gonna pull over up here and just update our auto theft thread so that the auto theft investigators know that this car has been recovered and who was in it. Man, it's a beautiful day out. I don't know what the temp is right now, but it's not, it's about 85 degrees. It's definitely not out running on foot weather.
Anderson dispatcher is monitoring. Go ahead.
They should not say that EMS is full of their incident.
That's just an auto started incident on our side.
I apologize for the silence here.
Negative. I'll try to see what's going on any of this side here.
Do you want Chris Squad support?
Reporting for
So one of the things we do is we update each other when these vehicles are recovered. This one was a St. Paul stolen car. So that way the St. Paul investigators know that we recovered it and that who was in it.
4447 on scene.
This young man definitely did not want his mom to find out. So hopefully his mom's not a backseater.
The GDC was one juvenile now.
Otherwise, she saw him taking a jog away from the police today.
Call 4.
1420.
So
Incident assigned.
I got with the comments. We're not going to cancel if we have employees still walking with us on the sidewalk.
sorry about that. I'll be done here in just a second. I have to do some stuff in the computer here to clear up the call so that I can get back to work.
I'm sorry, Tanana.
We have 4 squads en route to Linwood. Do you want us to start any central squads? Other squads are trying to.
All right. Again, great work by St. Paul PD. Always efficient and professional. It sounds like we just happened to catch them at a time when there was only the one car in the area, so that's why it took a little while. But once he took off running, the squads came out of everywhere, and we were able to get him in custody. So get a car back to the victim and move on. So I'm at Rice in Pennsylvania. I'm going to go northbound here, see how things are going.
5400 Old Highway 8 Station. This is fire for.
The funny part is I was just pulling out of the back of the law enforcement center, LEC, where our offices are, and I was having the smartest man get me ready to go live streaming, and I was thinking, it's gonna be slow, there's not much going on, it's beautiful weather, hopefully people have better stuff to do, and then boom, right out of the chute, we got a stolen car with a juvenile male suspect. It'll be interesting to do a little digging, but he claims he's never been arrested before, so hopefully that's the case, and we can get him diverted and get someone working with him to get him back on the right path. So if he hasn't been arrested before and he truly has a mom that cares, which it sounds like, I'm hopeful that we can do that and move on to bigger fish.
375, I copy your note to 927 DeSoto for loud music at 1433.
I can't remember if I had a chance yet when I pulled out. I don't think I did, to honor all the men and women who've died to protect our country, defend our Constitution, and give us the life that we live, the opportunities that we have in this great country. statistics today, and they're over 1,300,000 men and women have died in defense of our country since the founding of the country. And we owe them a great debt. And mainly, I think how we live our lives, how we treat other people, and what we do is should be a testament to their sacrifice and the sacrifice of their families. It's amazing how, I don't know how much of the foot chase you were able to see because he was running. I was driving parallel to him on Marion as he was running through the park, but then he came out on the sidewalk and turned to go westbound on the sidewalk on Thomas, and I was able to kind of cut him off. So I don't know if you were able to see him running at all, but I certainly in my older age have learned a lesson, which is stay in the car as long as you can before you actually get out and start running on foot, especially when it's this warm out. So I'm eastbound on Maryland. I'm going to head over onto the east side here, see what's going on. For those of you who are new to this, I'm Undersheriff Mike Martin. I do Mondays on Live on Patrol, usually sometime in the afternoon on Mondays, depending on meetings and other stuff going on. And I work for the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office in the city of St. Paul is where I am right now, but it's a big county. And our Sheriff Bob Fletcher, almost 3 years ago now, I think, started live streaming Live on Patrol so that people could see what we do on a regular basis. And they hopefully they can see that we're about more than what people think we are, and you can kind of hear how we make decisions and what we talk about and what we think. And sometimes I have a partner with the sheriff and his partner Pat will go out on Friday nights, usually from 11 to, it just depends on how busy it is, 2, 3 in the morning. And they drive around and do police work. And on Wednesdays, we have members of our carjacking and auto theft team that go out in the afternoon and do the same thing. So you can kind of see different aspects of police work, different generations of police work. The Wednesday guys are the younger generation, and
150 down here.
Bob and Sheriff Bob and Pat and I are the older school cops, but we all have a little different style of how we do police work and what's important to us. I'm going to pull over here for just a second because I have to send a message to one of the St. Paul cops. They're wondering what our case number is. So they can reference it in their report. And I'm not totally sure.
Once you'll transport Dad and daughter over. You guys don't have to come over here with Mama.
Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can pull up something else here so I can send them the info that they need. I was just gonna write a case number under the number that I was assigned, but I jumped on the St. Paul case, so I can't do that on St. Paul's call, so I have to generate a separate case number for the report that I'm going to have to do later, explaining what I did in this situation. So I'm signing into our report system here to get that case number for them. It's been really busy in the sheriff's office lately. Our staffing is down, like most agencies.
5283, you can send me the dispute. All of us. That didn't work. So we do what we can with the resources we have, and hope that we can get fully staffed. Our jail has been very busy, and we're unable to hire in the jail right now, and hopefully we can get that straightened out soon. Because once we take those, he's outside. He's male, 50.
Sorry, trying to find something here. Once we take people into custody, we're responsible for ensuring their safety, and we rely on the sorry, I'm looking for something here, and I'm having a hard time finding it. Aha! I knew I could do it.
Correct, 2740 Rice Street, Suite Living. In the common area, first floor, 7-year-old female, sick. Okay. 1440.
Sorry, I feel like I have you on the silent treatment, but I'm trying to do something here, and my computer's not letting me do it.
2414.
2424.
2424.
2424.
2424, go ahead.
I thought you were calling. Disregard.
All right.
And White Bear Lake, kind of both vets died.
All right, we're back.
Send that to 2424.
Sorry, I had to try to look up my case number so I could send it to the St. Paul officer so she could reference it. That way they could get my report. And because the young man admitted to me having been in the stolen car. And even though we have video of it, it's always nice to have some confirmation. I'm eastbound on Maryland. We're coming up to Arcade here, passing Whitey. A lot of people out now this morning. It was like a ghost town out in the city, but people are starting to come back out, and unfortunately tomorrow the holiday's over and it's back to reality. See the graffitis covered up, painted over on the Golden Harvest Market, where we, a few weeks ago, we got the young man, 21-year-old young man, graffitiing on the side of the market. Looks like the graffiti's been removed and covered up with some fresh paint, and hopefully he carried through on this promise to do that, to paint the market. So
area.
it's the this weekend the water patrol's been very busy with incidents, everything from a boat that was left abandoned in the middle of a lake on Lake Johanna, and nobody knew if the people had fallen out of the boat and or whatnot, and they have had calls on the river. They had one jumper that they were unable to locate, another lady that fell in the Mississippi River and was somehow able to get on a barge or by a barge, and they had to go rescue her. It's this time of year, the lakes and the rivers get extremely busy, and our water patrol Can you see it now? I have to keep a little AC going up on the windshield, I think. All right. Thanks. All right, bye. All right, hey. Wow, at least this time on your heads, but the phone overheated. It's mounted in the windshield, and I think the sun got to it, plus I had the AC turned down. Getting a lot of sound in the back. I gotta keep it going a little bit. Hear the fan noise
Gonna be
until
40-year-old Asian male, gray shirt.
But it's super hot and it's beating through the windshield onto the phone. So hopefully we can keep it going now. And
I copied the alarm for 1100 Hamlin.
Hopefully the fan noise in the back isn't too bad. Let me know if the fan noise is overwhelming. But I'm going to try to keep the AC fan going, blowing up on it enough so that it doesn't overheat. Happy birthday, Diane Mason. I just saw your comment. Hope you have a great one. I think we're some thunderstorms tomorrow night because all of a sudden it's that hot, humid weather. And tell you, my grass needs some rain. I had no water. To figure out a better way to get the air conditioning to the camera on my phone here. We're back westbound now on Maryland. I'm gonna go south here on I think on Arcade. We'll drive down past the old M&H, one of Bob and Pat's favorites.
He's getting a toll from a private citizen clearance.
How's the sound of the fan? I turned it up a little bit here to see if I can't keep more cool air going. Let me know in the comment is bad. So tonight is the Dallas-Vegas hockey game. I It's been a crazy series with Vegas taking a 3-0 lead, and now Dallas coming back.
1102. Clearing traffic. Late mail. No. 1.
Oh, my mom says there's no problem with the fan noise. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you watching. I'm lucky to have a mom that's still around, and hopefully she's feeling better. She had definitely wasn't feeling well last week. I'm waiting here to go south on Arcade from Maryland. Always busy here.
179 and other squads still off on. Suspect went in the alley between the phone and Thomas, unknown direction of travel, possibly eastbound on foot.
Looks like we got at least one who's cheering for the Panthers here. I'm kind of with you. Ever since Dallas stole the North Stars, they've been the enemy. But and I'm not a big fan of Vegas, but the hockey games have been good. It's nice that Dallas finally decided they wanted to play. Metro-wide channels, which I don't think I've heard anything on those today. Which is coming south on Arcade. I saw it froze up for a little bit there. Trying to avoid areas. M&H looks busy as always. Go westbound here on Minnehaha, past the old, well, not old, but it still is the East Team Station. And the old, what was this brewery here? I should know. Hasn't been that long. We used to have meetings in that brewery. Had a chance on at Tom Reed's today. If you're in St. Paul, head on down to Tom Reed's for the hockey game tonight. They have the patio open. It's beautiful down there. I met someone for lunch down there, and then got a chance to talk to Tom for a minute about the hockey games. Always fun to hear his insight as a former North Star and standout hockey player.
It's going to be a stopover at Target at 1550 County Road B, boy. It's going to be for 2 Black females, about 22 years old, so multiple item and merchandise down to the white sedan.
I'm getting a lot of Ham's Brewery. Hams or Stroh's. I think it was Stroh's that when we would meet in there, but it might have been Ham's. You'd think I would remember that. That was a different era, back when we could meet in there and guys who weren't on duty would drink beer in there while we were having our gang investigators meetings.
It just occurred about 4 minutes ago.
We're going kind of south and west here on Payne. Some great restaurants here. Russo's, Morelli's Market. One of the best live music venues in the Twin Cities, the Minnesota Music Cafes up here on the right. It's a great place if you ever get a chance to see a band there.
4445 showing squad 4440 and 36.
Tom Reed's is a sports bar, basically. They have TVs everywhere, a ton of hockey memorabilia. It's like a museum in there of hockey. And they have a great soup and salad buffet during the day. They have their burgers are good. I like their enchiladas there. They have street tacos that are good.
6302 is in service.
One of our guys, Steve, likes the steak. I think they're called steak bites, or they're just little chunks of steak. And of course, all the adult beverages that one could ask for. Driving into downtown here on East 7th, and we're at Lafayette, right by the RLEC and the St. Paul PD headquarters. I think the temperature of the phone is staying a little better now that I have the AC going, so hopefully the fan noise isn't too bad. Oh, I put my hand over there, sorry. Just feeling the temperature of the phone.
Also safety that is security firearms, don't know if you still have access. Reason number.
Well, 150.
150.
I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize all of the men and women from our allies as well in Canada and Australia and the United Kingdom and other countries that have fought with us across the globe and that have been there to support our troops. Because I know that you've lost many good men and women, and I know we have a lot of
141.
excuse me, we have a lot of people that watch Live on Patrol, a lot of backseaters from Canada and the United Kingdom and Australia and other parts of the world. We're going west on 7th here through downtown St. Paul, past the Basilica. We're kind of by the Basilica, but we're gonna go past the Excel Energy Center where the Wild play and where they host a ton of concerts.
Saying that the black Jews are insulting the white.
Got to see Prince there. Didn't really want to go, but my wife convinced me to go with her to go see Prince, and it turned out to be an awesome show.
What by 7:30? All right, Trevor.
187.
My brake defense will be primary on that last call.
Down here on 7th Street are some of the good restaurants. The Apostle Supper Club's supposed to be really good. I haven't been there, but you have Wild Bill's here. The trailer park or truck park where that's kind of an interesting place to eat. Casetas, Moe's, the Downtowner, Pat McGovern's. Just a great place to go, especially if you're coming before a concert or a hockey game, some event at the Excel Energy, the high school tournaments. It's a great place to come and eat. I am actually looking for some stolen cars that we have reason to believe might be in this area. I don't want to give too many details because we don't want to tip off the bad guys.
Another spot was this price is 5 Lafayette Road on a DOC. There's a male that's in the jail parking lot wearing rocks in the eBay parking lot at another vehicle. It could be a black male wearing a lime green shirt and black writing on the front of it.
47.
Okay, good to know you.
take a left here and go south on Smith. Go over the high bridge over to the west side.
346, 357.
346. 357.
It starts at 1739 Old Hudson, with no six in the parking lot. People letting dogs fight, dogs are bleeding. One of the males is going to be a 40-year-old black male with dress, gray shirt, black pants.
We're a long ways away from that call, but if we were close, we'd head over there to people fighting dogs in the parking lot of the Motel 6 over on the east side.
My speed's at 120, probably up to 140, 150.
So that's one of the statewide channels.
Right here, you can get them on camera at all. Use southbound, it'll be approaching 96.
It's sounded like a state trooper calling out that he's chasing one or trying to stop one. We'll listen here for a minute and see where he is.
Onsite Metro, approaching 694.
So it's coming down into our county, out of Anoka County. Sounds like. I'm gonna switch over to that channel so that it's our primary.
And when I talk them.
Unfortunately, it has to. What's interesting, but just remember the patch of LZAC 1 at 1511.
So they terminated that one. They lost that vehicle.
Go to 840 Court.
He said it was going 140 when he clocked it. And Memorial Day weekend traffic coming down. That a safe place to be getting in a chase. So trooper discretion to decide we'll get them another day, and if there's anyone up ahead, there'll be them.
Beginning 78 Court North, White Bear Township, for people talking, 46 years. 271.
I guess the guy is on the other side of the way, but then he was on the sidewalk of 435 unit.
We're on the west side, Paul, Mississippi River. But as the river flows, we're on the west side of the river. That's why they call it the west side. Took me a while to figure that one out. But the west side has some of the best food in the city, some of the best authentic Mexican restaurants, and just tremendous culture here, Chicano and Latino culture in this area.
New message.
So I was just looking at a message.
Information in the state wasn't pursuit of a motorcycle on LTAC 1. The motorcycle is last seen southbound 35W at about 96 at a very high rate of speed. Could be wearing a tan shirt, black backpack, and a black hat. Speed for pursuit is going to be for speed.
So state put out some info on that motorcycle that fled from him. I didn't hear that it was a motorcycle at first, but that makes a lot more sense why it was going so fast. We do this time of year, we get a lot of motorcycles that are driving too fast and dangerously, and they flee from us. And unfortunately for them, when they wreck those motorcycles, which happens a lot, there's not much opportunity to survive those accidents at those kind of speeds. I had a trooper once say to me, every motorcycle accident is an ejection, which I guess is true. If you wreck your motorcycle, you're going to be ejected from the motorcycle, and your chances of surviving are greatly reduced, especially if you're not wearing a helmet. So please, backseaters, wear your helmets, and don't flee from the police. A lot of people think, I can get away because I'm on a motorcycle, they won't catch me. But if the helicopter's up, that helicopter can outpace you and follow you to wherever you go and stop, and then we will swoop in and get you. So don't tempt fate, please. We're on Plato, crossing Robert here. I'm going to go up to 52 and then take it back up north, I think.
Someone. I'm gonna head over to the Speedway. There might be some property over there that was damaged.
Copy it.
Zero. I know, reach out to the LAC staff. See if there's any damages to the vehicles over here.
Excuse me. Still have a little bit of cough from having an upper respiratory infection.
This is someone just advising on the original call. Someone did say a window was broken, unknown at Elemental Speedway or Dallas.
Straight we go.
Right. Work us down.
Crossing back over the Mississippi River here. It does look like the water's up, but it's down a little from where it has been, which is good. It opens up the bike paths and the roads that are down at those lower elevations.
Canada, Juliet, Lima, 655 is the call, please.
February 354 Wabasha Street North, stating that security is refusing to allow him into the building, stating that he doesn't live there.
So we're right up on meeting back up with East 7th.
Big checking
And I'm gonna head over.
Road, but the plates provided does not match the vehicle. Passing southbound on 61 from the 5-minute delay.
Head over to our jail parking area behind the LAC, because supposedly there was a guy in there throwing rocks at into the lot of the Super America that's right outside our fence, and there shouldn't be anybody in there at all.
332, can you have floor plate Delta Zulu Papa Uniform 20? And we're out with the dog owner in the lobby.
Okay.
And everybody in White Bear can cancel. 7-3 cover, cancel.
Three, two, two.
They cancel it. My partner's out with the corner in the lobby.
Copy.
360, 6901, I can advise on check the area.
Copy.
And 332, the guy's dogs started fighting. It wasn't like he was fighting the dogs. And they're separated now. Everything's go for.
Well, 242. 242.
I just had a car leave from my traffic stop. They're going west on 0 a.m. I'll get your license just in a second.
Copy.
And now they're going north of right.
Vehicle fled from 242 traffic stop 10-2. Now going northbound on Wright Street.
Well, I was gonna go in to check on this.
For a vehicle that's clean.
All right, yeah, I was just gonna go in there and check on those people. Hi there.
Fine fighting biscuits.
Oh, thanks.
I was,
What's your name?
Steve.
Steve.
I've been to before. I used to be with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. How's it going?
I'll let you do your thing. I was over in Hudson, and I was sitting in the shade listening to music, and the Hudson cop camper was eating. I was like, man, really good. And then you popped on a live. I go,
Oh, that's funny.
I bring you some. Yeah, they're like.
Well,
minis.
thanks. Yeah. Oh, those look good. Thank you. Thanks.
And that eye is pretty good. Look at the driver. He's the RO.
So, one of my favorite COs, Rita, let me in the back here. We got crime-fighting deputies out here. What's up? Whose car is it? Oh. What was he mad about? Jeez. But they got him in custody?
Yeah, I just heard one dispatch is telling me there was one in custody.
So the some knucklehead was in the Super America lot and threw a big rock over and hit one of the corrections officers' cars and damaged her car. And St. Paul PD was able to get him in custody. And, there couldn't, our corrections officers worked their butts off. She's in here working on Memorial Day to keep, the inmates safe and housed and keep the public safe. And some knucklehead throws a big rock at her car and damages her car. That's ridiculous.
You want to get to 283.
5281. 5283.
Well, I'm just glad they got him in custody. The sad part is
Farmer and was the breast of big grabbing on her.
he won't be
Just
held.
leave out of the room. Now your cop is waiting on the Uber. 10 minutes later.
And he'll never have to pay restitution, even if they mandate it. He won't pay it, and she's unfortunately going to have to make a claim to her insurance company.
Good morning, good tango. Do you have any of the domestic?
So, Izzy,
We say 1523.
I just want to tell your dad, Chad, happy birthday. Izzy wanted to recognize her dad's birthday, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chad.
The driver of this vehicle is going to be a black male in his early 20s and use their older vehicle.
Okay. 331.
We're headed back, let's see, northbound
Yes, they did and
on Payne.
I was at 60 million cancel. 5283. I'm on the scene. I'm still trying to grab that for confirmation, but we're going to be looking for a Houston Westbrook. 39-year-old black male, 5'5", black hat, white jacket, black pants.
I heard while we were out there in the parking lot of the jail, I heard the St. Paul squad vehicle flee from them on a traffic stop. I haven't heard a better description.
Extra sign for the scene. Believe that he's somewhere on the premise.
We shall see if they air more information about that.
The 5280. Just be advised that the male is out of bounds for a firearm case, but there was no firearm seen today.
Will be at some point arrested for fleeing from a traffic stop, and his vehicle will be towed, and his vehicle will be subject to seizure. Let's see, a Porsche Cayenne Sport.
This is what you're calling a 10-1 at 2020 lane 1.
So that one emergency domestic case in the city of Roseville. And so they will just keep people from
183 single.
getting on the air.
Confirming that you're code 4 with the suspect. Copy, code 4 with suspect. Suspect. I'll be canceling the 10-1 already. 2020 lane.
So they're code 4 with the suspect. So now the dispatcher canceled the 10-1. So if you hear that, that means it's emergency traffic only. And 10-1 is the basic code, but in St. Paul, they will use 10-2 or 10-3 for the central and the east districts, just so when people hear it, they know which channel is being held. If you hear a 10-1, 2, and 3, that means all channels are being held for emergency traffic.
Back here in the backyard, Scott? But their vote isn't on the list either?
That would be a pretty serious offense to garner that. We're westbound on Maryland, approaching Arkwright. Arkwright's the light up here. I guess I called that out a little prematurely.
What, 375?
375.
Clear Joe agent says the domestic at 1619.
673.
Right.
We're gonna cross over here, excuse me, into St. Paul Central District. The water must have gone down at the impound lot because they're no longer using the Kmart lot for storing vehicles, so that's a good sign.
Checking your status. I'm full for about to routine. Okay, I'll start. left. Is there an available county squad like required to sit for like 611 Liberty Way, Manhattan? Would it be for 88-year-old female having trouble breathing without moving?
We're northbound on Rice at Orange here, heading up kind of to the northern part of the Central District.
255.
50.
7 Carlock on welfare check. A female panhandler is at the intersection with a dog that looks to be overheating. The light female in her 50s. Callers concerned about the dog.
250, why is on it? Check the dog.
255, you can be quick. Copy, no BWC. Copy.
One of the things we get a lot of calls on is animal welfare. When it starts to get really warm, people unfortunately leave their dogs or even cats in their cars, and they can easily heat up and kill a dog or a cat or give them permanent brain damage in a short period of time. So we get a lot of calls from citizens that are worried about a dog that they see, and sometimes they're dogs that are outside on leashes or collars that but they're out in the sun without shade, and that's really dangerous for a dog, so we have to go there and check on them. And we do have an animal control officer that can come and recover that animal if needed, and then obviously we can issue citations if
8295.
It's a situation that warrants.
Can you change this to a death investigation and clear me report? If you think so.
157.
Can you call her, add team for harassment report?
157, copy.
1530.
So we seem to have survived the overheating phone issue with a little bit of AC blowing up on the phone, and which is good. I was a little nervous. Bound on Rice, we have Maplewood on our right side and Roseville on our left side, and Lake McCarran's is on our left, which is a popular hangout in the summer months for folks. It's one of the lakes that has picnic tables and grills, and a lot of people will go out there, especially on holidays, and cook out and enjoy the weather. We did have a missing girl from there, like a week and a half ago, that gave us a scare, but it turned out she walked home from the lake.
You can show me arriving and then medical.
I'm gonna swing through Joe's Sporting Goods up here, and curious as to how busy they are selling bait and fishing equipment and kayaks and canoes and anything you need to enjoy being outside in Minnesota. I know they weren't too busy on Saturday when I was there, but I don't know how.
Back up 67. It's going to be for the porterhouse steak and seafood at 235 Little Gander Road for an ongoing line that covers the rear door.
Well, they're pretty busy for Memorial Day, but I guarantee you they're selling some bait in there today.
2473 transformers.
2473, go ahead.
One adult male from Regis to LEC, mileage 380.
50, LEC 240.
Definitely were busy there at Joe's.
Right to the request cancel if you're clear.
Copy, clear.
1522.
We're gonna go north on Rice here into Little Canada. Little Canada is one of our contract cities that we have 7 contract cities where we offer the primary police response. Aldi is always busy. I'd never been really inside of one until relatively recently, and it's amazing what they have in there.
And 93rd.
Copy 55 and 93rd. 5023.
Morning, Kevin. Being allowed.
And the plate is 575 X-ray Lima Kima. 1644.
Flight 147.
1147.
I'm in front on Sherburne. You contact caller, tell them I'm outside. I've knocked several times and they're not answering.
Copy.
We're on Rice at County Road C going northbound.
238.
238.
10-8, I'm rolling by Leech. I'll stop there.
Over 23. 255 copy. 523 250. Will be clear. We're going to copy.
523 copy. WWC.
I'm always curious why you get CVS and Walgreens are always like across the street from each other. or next to each other. It's a mystery that may never be solved, I think. I don't know if it's a matter of studying traffic patterns and deciding where to put them, or if there are only certain areas where they think it's worthwhile. It's just amazing to me that they're always right across the street from each other. Going by Culver's and Little Canada Bingo and the Taste of Scandinavia Bakery. Highly recommend the bakery products in there. But a drive down here by our water patrol station and see they're probably all out and about at the lakes, but we'll see if we can find anyone out here and ask them how things are going today on our waterways. As you may or may not know, the sheriff in Minnesota, the sheriff is responsible for the waterways, the lakes and the rivers, and for incidents that occur on water, drownings, boat accidents, all that kind of stuff. Looks like they might all be out and about in the boats.
5477, can you let Alina in? 1547. In Squad Square, Unity County Squad Square, to our deals of 1900 Van Line Road at the Mount View Senior High School. Could be a silent alarm that covers the main entrance vestibule. Impact sounds are heard. Sounds like something's being struck several times with a male voice.
So we're gonna head over. There's an alarm at Mount View Senior High School, which obviously is likely closed, or should be closed today on a holiday, although there might be sports practices, but there's
8290 County would like an assist. I'm a block away.
Alarm going off over there, and so we'll head over that way. We're a little ways away, but
Decision confirming we don't need anything.
We can take a block over.
so the New Brighton squad was nice enough to offer to come and help. Their City of New Brighton's police department in downtown New Brighton is very close to Mounts View High School, but our deputies were in the area and said that they could handle it, so we'll continue heading that way until there's some resolution.
7225. If you can spot it back up 7225, it's going to be at 5445 Jackson Drive. For DOC, unit number 125, neighbor is trying to find your comp. And your comp for a different neighbor calling us saying that neighbor tracked them.
Hey guys, I'll advise for now until one of them
7217, you can clear myself and AP. We can take up another call on patrol.
I have previously been to an alarm here at Mounts View High School. It was a good alarm. Some kids had broken into.
Adults and 5 kids on the north side and a group of 3 males will be electric.
kids had broken into the school when it was closed. And we were able to apprehend them.
523. Yeah, please. Here's Park.
There's not a super easy way to get to Mounds View High School from off here, so we're gonna have to go past and come back. I saw keep your brain inside your head, hopefully. And if you don't wear one, you'll lose your brain. And I've seen many of those accidents over the years. People ask sometimes, why don't you turn your lights and siren on? Because sometimes that actually makes it worse. People panic. They pull over and block you sometimes. If it's smooth going and you have open lanes, it's sometimes easier just to go with no lights and siren. And then just use the lights and siren as needed for clearing intersections or those type of things, because we're likely not going to be one of the first squads there, or we won't be. I'm not going to risk people's safety by driving faster than I have to. Get off on Long Lake Road here and turn around and head back towards Mounds View High School, and hopefully it's a false alarm.
Caller's granddaughter is brushing her. Caller is now screaming, saying she's being attacked.
There's not much more frustrating than when you're coming along like I am right now and cross these railroad tracks up here, and there's a train stopped, and they're adding cars to the train from the industrial area over here.
This one. 2473.
Transport completed.
So we're getting close. So this is City of New Brighton right here, and when you cross over this bridge is the high school, so that's why the New Brighton officers were offering to assist.
Just like leaving in a gold sedan heading southbound on task where the plate is Hotel Papa 395.
61 copy.
What's going on?
Front doors are all secure, and I already went all the way around to the side. I just haven't gotten all the way back to the janitor's doors yet.
Okay, I can drive around that way. Just so you know I'm live. All right, cool. All right, see ya.
Same traffic.
I was just warning him because that's a friend of mine, Sergeant Emerson, and because we're friendly, it would not be unlike us to say something inappropriate. So, did you check around back? I'll drive around. The New Brighton sergeant checked all these. I'm still alive. I'm still a hot commodity. I know. Somebody thought I had a stroke. Getting a hard time from the officers about my little foot chase slash parking funny and earlier today, so I'm guessing somebody who was out here for practice was probably trying to get into the building to use the bathroom or something and rattled on the door, and that's what set the alarm off. But
Can you confirm that it was the front door vestibule? It should be door 1.
so we're just on the back here. Pretty sure that's what it was. Somebody was trying to get in the front doors that were locked and rattled on them, and it was enough to set off the alarm.
I will be calling them first.
Copy. The main entrance for the school should be door 1, and that's all secure at the moment.
I'm thinking one of these kids might have rattled the door that are practicing out here.
Oh, makes sense.
Trying to get in.
No bathroom.
That's me. That's my years of investigative experience. So later on when we get called and, there's someone inside that stole something, just ignore what I just said. That'd be perfect. Well, the front door is the alarm. So, all right. Thanks.
$2622 Aspen Court on a lockout.
Oops. $20.07.
53 and 211.
I'm out at Mounds View High School. We've checked the building and it's secure. You can clear this falls.
What's the good word, sir?
Not much. I'm live, so.
Are you now?
Yeah, so make sure the good word is clean.
I was gonna ask him something.
All right.
I'll send you a message.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye. See, it's kind of sad that I gotta warn everybody to keep their communications clean when I'm live, because we enjoy kind of a trust with each other where we do and say things that aren't always the most appropriate. So it's half of how we get through our work. So I'm gonna go back and talk to these little kids that I just saw walking down the street that were waving at us here, and see if we can't come back and say hi to them.
161.
I have a feeling they might have been watching and knew we were over there. How are you? Good. I am live on patrol. Come over here, guys. Huh? Were you guys watching us?
Okay, we were watching. We
Awesome.
were right here in the corner over here.
And then you heard me call out I was coming over here?
We did. We got pretty
Awesome.
excited, so we thought we'd come check it out.
Cool,
you guys say
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
What
for
are your
checking it
names?
out. What's your name?
And I tell
You're Charlie?
Yes.
And what's your name? Louie. Okay. Well, thanks for coming over to say hi.
Thank you for checking it out. Happy Memorial
Yeah.
Day.
Same to you. Thanks.
This is pretty cool, huh?
I appreciate you coming over here.
That's true. My husband's at home watching. I'm sure he's dying.
Uh-oh.
So fun.
What's his name?
Robbie.
Robbie? Where are you? Why didn't you come running in your swimsuit?
And my coworker Donna's watching. She texted me and said, "Get over to Mounds View right now."
Hi,
So we
Donna.
44.
Well,
Cool.
thank you so
Well,
much.
thanks. Have a good one.
Happy Memorial
Good to
Day.
see you. It's always fun to get the little kids excited to come over and check out Live on Patrol.
25
They made a sprint because there are no houses really close to there. That they had to come from a long way to catch up to us. So that was fun. Always makes it worthwhile.
25, checking your status.
EQ 144.
Go for it.
Since we're here in New Brighton,
I'll
show you the New Brighton Department of Public Safety. They have a different structure that some cities have, which is a public safety department. So police and fire combined, excuse me, under one director. Tony Pates is the director of public safety for the city of New Brighton, and then they have a police department and a fire department under him, and they work together. Many of the officers, if not all of them, are cross-trained as firefighters, which is extremely handy when they have call-outs for medicals and fires, especially at night.
You want to shoot, let's shoot. It's a black female, or black male, size 7, heavy build, white shirt with blue underwear and gray sweatpants.
See if I can get a halfway decent angle here so you can see it. So this is the New Brighton Department of Public Safety on the left there. Great professional agency. I wish I had their with all their fire trucks, but I don't want the trucks just because they're too big to drive, but I'd like the garage because it's so big. So they have all the fires that are ready to be used to thing from Homeland Security type emergencies, natural disasters, fire, you know, and see good people.
Hamlin and Lydia was 48381.
All right. Well, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me for the last couple hours. We had a little excitement at the beginning, especially to work tomorrow. So thanks and have a good day. And don't forget, Wednesday will be the Young and the Selfless cat team members out again. Thanks.